Oh dear. So I think the aim here is to try and hold this front wheel as steady as possible. You can see it twisting the spokes already. Oh wow. That's solid. I actually think I'm just twisting the forks here. Okay, that's solid. Solid as a rock. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sure I've bent the forks. We got one then. We got a frozen stem. To be fair, actually, this stem. Let me just grab it. Well, the stem's frozen, but also the bolt in it was completely rusted and snapped off. So the expander is still in that tube. I've managed to knock it free, so at least that's free. But the stem is what would you call it? Oxidised. It's oxidised to the steel tube. It hasn't helped that this design of stem has got a nice big hole in the back, so the water was able to get down into the tube throughout the years, and that's what's rusted the bolt. But what I'd normally do in the case of this is, what I've done is taken the top nut off here, and I've just put these mole grips around it just to hold it out the way. And then I'd normally get some penetration spray or WD-40, you know, just spray it around here, just leave that over to soak for a few days. If that didn't work, what I would do is, next frame, so if you flip the bike upside down, then what you could normally do if you're if it was a stem that was solid, for one, so it didn't have to run out the bottom here, out the hole. And what I've done before, if the expander bolt was stuck, I've been able to fill this tube up here with, again, some WD-40 or some penetration spray. Just spray it all down here. But unfortunately that's not going to work on this one. I have tried it before I knocked the expander bolt out, but it was still just running straight out the end of the stem. So to do that, you've got to have a stem that is sealed, and obviously you need your bolt in there to fill the bolt hole as well. So that's another technique that you can use to soak the stem. Damn helicopter. Okay, so after all that soaking, sometimes it might just take a day, sometimes it might take much longer and take a week, maybe two. If you were to then stick the front wheel in, and well, I've got another clip here to show you, but stick the front wheel in, put the wheel between your legs, and grab hold of the handlebars and see if you can hold the forks and the front wheel together and twist the bars. That will keep the bike planted, and it will try and put all the pressure through the stem. Hopefully that should break it free. On mine it hasn't. It's still well and truly stuck in there. I've actually done it to the point where I've actually bent the dropouts on these forks, which is not good. I can just bend them back into place. I've got an alignment tool. Wow. So I'm just going to put this wheel back in. and see if I can actually do it. Oh. It's actually done. Okay, well, there you go. It's actually free. But that wasn't actually down to just the soaking on this one. I had to take this one a stage further. What I had to do on this bike was shock it a bit more. It was so seized in this tube, like completely seized, that even when I was putting pressure down, I mean you'll see it in the clip, even when I was holding the wheel and trying to twist the bars after soaking, it was still not budging an inch. So what I did yesterday, which I neglected to film, was heat it up. So I've got my blowtorch, I've got WD-40 on my hands, WD-40 in there, and what I did was simply heat this tube up repeatedly, trying to get it around there because the stem only goes in to say about that point, only halfway down. So I was just trying to heat this top half, and I'm trying to heat it up, heat the tube. It's going to damage your paint, so if you want to keep your paint, probably best not to use this technique. So just kept on heating it up repeatedly, and that will expand the metal. When the metal heats up, it will expand, and it's going to try and break that seal around, well, that's developed the anodizing. So I repeatedly heat that up, give it a good amount of heat on there, and let's see if this works again. What I try and do then is cool it down to try and shock it back into place. Best not use WD-40 when you've got the torch on the go, because it will just ignite. But I just kept on yesterday, I just kept on spraying a bit of WD-40 on it after it was heated, heating it up again, and then trying to break it free. And unfortunately that didn't actually work at the time, but it seems as I left it overnight, because I've repeatedly heated it, it's expanded, I've put WD-40 on it which has gone further down, and I've just kept on doing that process over and over again. I've left it overnight and it's come free, like it's completely free now. There you go. Well, so this is going to be a nice easy video, because I thought I was going to struggle with that again. So I'm going to have to clean that up now. You can see where the rusting and the anodizing are taking place on there. So basically that's how you fight a stuck stem. I have no idea what's run over my roof. I hope it was a bird. So yeah, that's how you fight a stuck stem. Simplest way, as I said from the beginning, is if you just take this top nut off, clamp it up, and just put some WD-40, penetration spray, PB Blaster, whatever you've got. Just use it to try and get down in there and just soak it bit by bit. If you want to go a bit more, attack it a bit more, then flip the bike over and fill the steerer tube up with solvents, spray, whatever you've got, whatever your weapon of choice is. And if it leaks out, or you know you've got a broken seal in there somewhere that the spray can actually get around it. If it doesn't, then you know it is solid in there, and the solvent spray will work at it. If that again doesn't help, then heat. Heat should shock it. So it's important not to get it too hot, but just keep at it. Just heat it around the top here, nice and steady. Once you've got that hot, spray it again, get some more lubricant down in there, try and break it free, and just repeatedly do that, and it will eventually shock that stem free. The constant expansion and contraction of the metal will shock it free. So there you go, that's how you do it. I was expecting to fight that more today, to be honest. I was expecting that to put up a good fight. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, which I think on this screen will be, what, about here somewhere, like in this corner, I don't know. But yeah, I will catch you in the next one. I've got lots more to do. Keep watching. See you later.